February in Utah isn't exactly gold season. Most people are chasing powder, not flakes. But I've been obsessed with this idea that somewhere deep in these mountains, there's still gold moving through the icy water. So I packed up my bag, grabbed my pan, and headed out to camp beside a frozen river for a few days. No guarantees, no shortcuts, just cold hands, heavy gear, meals over the campfire, and a chance to find a little color at the bottom of my pan. If my bag looks heavy, it's because it is. This is certainly the heaviest overnight bag I've ever taken anywhere, but it's heavy for a few reasons. One, I had to bring all my prospecting stuff. I had to bring all my camera stuff. It's gonna be below freezing tonight, so I had to bring all my warm gear. So definitely a heavy overnight bag, but I should have everything to be comfortable, warm, have fun, and hopefully find some gold. Now that I have camp set up, I just wanted to say that I love this tent. It is a cheap Alps mountaineering tent I got on Amazon 10 years ago for like 50 bucks. This is like the Camry of tents. No bells and whistles, it's not super light, you don't walk super fast with it, but it is super reliable. Shout out to Alps. You guys made a great tent a decade ago and I'm still using it. I've collected some firewood. I got my fire pit all ready. Got camp set up. I think it's time we can finally get in the water and start working the creek. I'm really excited. Let's get to it. There is a ton of evidence that this creek has really been worked. I'm sitting in a 2-foot deep hole here. People backfill your holes. So I think what I'm gonna do is before I do anything fancy, and I'm really excited because I built this homemade folding sluice for backpacking. I think before I do anything crazy, I'm going to have to do a couple test pans and see what's left in the creek here. I got this collapsible bucket. It's one of my favorite things I've ever gotten for gold panning. It is awesome, especially for hiking in. tiny. There it is, our first little flake. First little flake of the day. It's not too bad. Actually, there's another one in there too. It's really hard to see that on the camera. So we got the first flake of the day right here. I think what I'm gonna do is set up my little folding sleuth and we'll just go through some of this material. We'll see how we do. I just got water up my glove. My goals today were don't get hurt and don't get wet. I don't think that's gonna happen. A little tricky without a big bucket, but I think we can get it. Make it work. Trickier one. I think it's hard to get this stuff out even when you have all the proper tools. Couple little flakes, but nothing to write home about. I thought there might be a little bit more in there. I'm gonna keep going and I'll show you guys if I get anything good. I've been at this for hours and that's probably the best flake I have yet. Has a little definition to it. I'll get a close-up of it when I get home, but we're still trying. While I start working on the fire, we can talk about how we did today, how I did today. I think the gear was awesome. I was finding gold. I was finding gold in almost every pan, which is really exciting. But it was all really, really small. But I realized that it being small is not necessarily a bad thing. It means my gear is working and my panning technique is working, or else I wouldn't be finding this super fine flour gold. That means my homemade folding sleuth box is working pretty well if it's finding this flour gold, if it's catching this gold. So, not too bad. I think tomorrow I have a bit of a plan I'm working on. I'm not going to show the gold today because I didn't really get that much. I will put today's gold and tomorrow's gold together and show you what I got for the whole weekend. a little messy. That's what camping's all about, though. Dough tastes good. Definitely something new, but it looks like it's working pretty well, and I'm excited. I'm excited to try some honey butter bread. A little homage to the outdoor boys. Never tried it before, so I'm excited. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's an owl. There's an owl hooting. It's pretty cool. Well, my bread didn't come out quite as expected. It's a little harder to cook over a rock than I thought. But it's time to put some butter on it and a little honey. And I mean, it tastes good. It just fell apart. You know, Luke makes everything look so easy. Outdoor boys, he's an expert. Like I said, this is my first time cooking over a rock, but I think it's gonna be fine. It's just a little messy. That's what camping is. No, I mean, it tastes great. It tastes really great. Oh. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to make these. Well, I don't want to say it, but I'm almost too warm. And again, I can't quite believe it because it's, you know, it's February in Utah and I'm like 7,500 feet up in the mountains. Like, I'm way high in the mountains. You know, we're definitely toast for the summer, but right now it's really nice. And I think it is supposed to drop down to like the high 20s tonight. But I have 2 sleeping bags. Well, my summer bag here, this dark blue one, my summer sleeping bag, and then I stuck that kind of like a sleeping bag liner inside my regular sleeping bag, which is rated for 0 anyway. So I'm gonna be fine tonight. And plus I threw a couple hand warmers down at the bottom of my bag. They're nice and cozy. It is really nice to lay down. I worked all day nonstop, didn't stop, using that little shovel hunched over all day. It's fun, but it's hard work, and I'm pretty beat up right now. I'm pretty sore, and I'm gonna do it all again tomorrow. This is the first truly decent pan of the whole trip. Not bad. Not bad. I'll get a close-up here. There we go. Couple nice pieces in one pan. Just got back from the mountains. It has taken all of my willpower to sit down and finish this video because I am beat. It's already hard enough backpacking in the winter, bringing all your camera stuff, and on top of that, throwing gold panning in there. All day, 2 days in a row, I was panning for gold. My water filter froze, so I really was pretty dehydrated actually because it wouldn't unfreeze. But anyway, let's get to the good stuff. So here's everything I got for the weekend. And we're gonna pour it into the pan and see how we did. Light in there. Here we go. It's pretty much all gold there. A couple extra flakes. Nothing big, no big flakes, just a lot of little flour gold.
Well, I do wish it was a little more. Who doesn't wish they had more gold? I really can't complain. It's February in Utah. The weather was amazing. I got out to go camping. I did some gold panning. Had some color to take home. Nice little smile there. So just add it to the vial and keep going.
Over. Man, covered in honey and butter, and I think there are bears out here, so I'm gonna sleep with my shovel. I'm literally covered in honey. I couldn't be more of a bear trap.